Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So the Prime Minister of Jamaica has declared a state of emergency as they prepare for, as Hurricane Beryl barrels through, just leaving a wake of devastation.
Top winds right now, 145 miles per hour. They downgraded it to a Category 4. At least 6 dead as it went through these Caribbean islands yesterday. So it's set for Kingston, Jamaica. The good news for all of us, the Ace and TJ Radio family, is the fact that if it stays on course, it will hit Mexico, not America. It would hit Monterrey, Mexico, which is really the northern tip of Mexico.
Yeah, I saw some graphics that showed just like the very most southern part of Texas, like by chance that it might touch them, but it looks like we're going to be okay.
It's going to be rough in Jamaica. It's going to be real bad.
That's Sean Kingston, Jamaica.
Yes.
It's actually true. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that.
There's a couple I'm following on social media that I just found on TikTok.
I know, yeah.
Are you watching them?
Yeah.
They're at a resort in Jamaica, and they're documenting everything. And it was interesting. Things like when they pulled all the pool stuff in, I didn't know they take all the pool chairs. They drain the pools, obviously, but then they fill the pool at the resorts with all the furniture. Because it's safer there than being put away. So I was like, oh, that's smart.
Underground. Yeah.
And then they showed a picture in their room at the resort. Everybody has to take their furniture into their room. So in the corner of their room, they've got all of their furniture from outside on their balcony piled up in the corner of their room.
She was very calm.
Yeah.
For considering the situation.
But it's fascinating to watch.
Yeah.
They stopped all food service reservations. It's like everything's a buffet. Mm-hmm. Come get your food.
Bronny James is trending. He addressed some of the conversation that's been happening on the internet. He says he feels an amplified amount of pressure playing alongside his father, LeBron James, on the Lakers. And he addressed some of the conversation about whether or not he deserved his role on the team or whether or not he got it because of who he is. And he said, I've been dealing with that my whole life.
But it's not even basketball season.
It's not even basketball season.
It just ended.
Yeah.
Basketball season. So senior and junior should go, practice up a little bit. And when it gets closer to basketball season, come back and trend then.
Hey, but it's
fair enough.
It's free agency right now. Things are happening fast and furious in the NBA.
People don't like basketball.
I know nothing about basketball, but I am kind of following the story just because it's in the news.
Oh, sure. It's interesting to see what happens because it wasn't as if he tore up the college ranks and then went pro.
It's baseball season, though.
It is baseball season. That is right.
That's what we need to focus on.
Is.
We got two former LSU players playing in the future All-Stars game. We got an LSU player that has just set a record for 70 strikeouts in his first 9 starts. No rookie's ever done that. So let's focus on LSU alum and the baseball.
And it's 4th of July weekend. It's baseball. America.
Yes.
Baseball and the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Yes.
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Perfect segue. It seems like everybody's taking off, obviously tomorrow, the 4th of July, but it looks like everybody's taking off Friday as well. So get your work in today if you need to. But those are just a few things that are now trending.
I have to make a little bit of an apology for something that I said last night, getting carried away on that Facebook Live deal, the TJ Fanaticos experience on Facebook Live. I went a little overboard in telling a story, and I misspoke about someone. So we'll clear that up coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Hello. So last night was our weekly Ace and TJ experience. We do this every Tuesday night on Facebook Live. It's a different topic, different host. And last night was the TJ Fanaticos experience. And next, coming up Tuesday, is going to be on location, and it will be at Lost Worlds Brewing in Cornelia, North Carolina, a.k.a. Cornelia, North Carolina, starting at 7. And I think most of the members of the show will be there for that one. But in the chat thing last night, which is the first time I've ever done any type of social media live program, and it's hard for me to keep up with who all's saying what in the chat because I don't read very fast. But someone asked me how it went with the sale of my paddleboard yesterday when I said I was having to go meet a guy in the parking lot to sell my paddleboard. I was meeting a woman named Ruth. Well, in the relaying of that story, I got carried away, and I referred to the gentleman that actually showed up to buy the paddleboard. Instead of Ruth, I referred to him as a clown when I was telling the story, and I shouldn't have done that. He wasn't. He was a nice guy, but yeah, it didn't go like I was thinking that it was gonna go.
The sale, you mean?
Yeah, and I just in my attempt to be entertaining and getting carried away, I called him a clown, and not realizing that, hey, I'm not just talking to a few people here that are hanging out and I'm just trying to embellish a story. That could easily get back to him because there are going to be thousands and thousands of people end up watching that before it's over. But I was supposed to meet Ruth. You remember, Ace?
Right.
I was supposed to meet this lady, Ruth, in an old red truck. Well, I'm in the parking lot of the grocery store where I'm supposed to be. Old red truck drives up. Guy gets out. I'm guessing Ruth's husband. He's a feisty little guy, like in shape. All across the back of his truck, he has surfer stickers and beach stickers and all this kind of stuff. And he doesn't say, hi, I'm whatever, nice to meet you. He just immediately walks up to the paddleboard that's hanging out of the back of my truck and tied down with bungees, knocking on it, tapping on it. Is this solid core through? Is it? I didn't know. Oh, stepping back. I didn't know it was fiberglass. I don't know. And he starts messing with it some more. And then he goes, and you see this, when it has this band around it, that's usually to hide a seam where it's put together and all that. I said, this is a top of the line paddleboard. I've used it 4 times. I said, but here's the thing. If you don't want to buy it, that is completely fine with me because I don't really want to sell it. My wife's the one making me sell it because she says I don't use it enough and she needs the room in the garage. So I would be more than happy to come back and tell her, he decided he didn't want it.
What happened? Did he buy it?
And he goes, all right, well, I'll take a chance on it. I'll take it. So I thought he might be getting to the point where he was going to try to, haggle and ask, if he could give less money. And I don't like doing that when I'm buying cars. And so I wasn't going to be standing in a hot parking lot doing that. And I just said, hey, man, if you don't want it, it's fine with me. I'll put it in the lake tomorrow. But he wanted it because he knew Ruth was going to go upside that head if he didn't come back with that paddle board.
But he's not a clown.
Not a clown.
Not a clown. That's the important thing.
Just, quirky.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The unorthodox way things work around here with the big Ace and TJ company. Just before we were ready to start the show, we were seconds away from starting the show. Rob walks through here and goes, I got to go get a snack because I underestimated my level of hunger this morning. Now, he doesn't have a snack out in the hall. There's not a vending machine, or as they're called now, mini marketplaces.
I hate that.
He had to get in the car and go to the store to get a snack.
It's right around the corner.
So imagine a big meeting is about to start at your work, and as if a regular job, and you just walk in and go, "Hey, y'all go ahead and get started. I'm going to go down the street to the store and get a snack and a Four Loko or whatever he gets to wash it down."
I'll be back in 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't even 10 minutes.
But more than that, imagine that your bosses don't even bat an eye.
Yeah.
Nobody goes, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm not saying that was wrong, Rob. Just pointing out the difference in working here and in a regular job, a real job, a serious job.
I had to go get some Doritos.
Yeah.
We were doing Now Trending, and I just look up, and TJ was talking about something. I see Rob carrying in 2 enormous bags of potato chips. Whatever those were.
The other day during when we were recording TJ's podcast, he came in with like 2 bags of groceries or something. What? He was just like 2 huge bags full of not just chips but various food items and all. Like he'd gone and bought groceries.
He'd gone to the store while you were doing your podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't talk on that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he left it recording and all.
And to pop over to Harris Teeter for
it's double coupon day at the Publix. But Ace and I used to work with a woman who, she was the nighttime DJ on the country station across the hall from where we worked in Louisiana. And every night she would come in there with a full load of groceries that she would eat during her shift, like almost comical, like with the baguette sticking out of the top of the bag. And it's just full. She had like packages of Pepperidge Farm cookies, and she'd make sandwiches while she was on the air and so forth.
Was she
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, she was strong. She was strong.
Okay.
We got there at
Very
6.
muscular.
Did her show from 7 to midnight, so she got there at like 6. Made her a little something before the show started, and then she would, then had something throughout the show, and then when it was over, a lot of times she'd make her a little something before she went home.
And she loved bragging that she was Ace's babysitter when he was little.
What a small world.
Yeah.
When my mom was working
was
on her
his
master's.
Really? I didn't know.
She brought him into manhood.
Yeah, she came every Wednesday and drove me and my sister to church for Wednesday night.
I still think it was a little boy.
Down beside that red firelight. Big fat Fanny.
Yeah.
Was such a naughty ninny. Heap big woman. You made a bad boy out of Ace.
Yeah.
I'm not calling her that. It's the line in the song. Old Freddie Mercury said that. So, Rob, you can be a heap big man that makes a bad boy out of Ace now. And she's coming in with the groceries.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
There's something that has been virile for a few days. So I don't want anybody to think that I didn't see this when it first broke. I haven't brought it up yet. We haven't talked about it yet. But this couple who's sending out, they call them non-invites to the wedding, but I don't use the word invite as a noun. It's just something that's against my religion. So I'm going to call them non-invitations. Invite is a verb. So evidently they sent out an announcement to let people know that they're having a quote unquote private ceremony and that they're not invited. We're having a private ceremony just to let you know we're not having a big wedding. If we were, you would be invited, but since we're not, whatever. And people are saying that's well. Here's I think the most condescending part. They said that they'd like you to join them in spirit. We'd like for you to join us in spirit, but then the invitation, spirit was spelled S-P-I-R-T. We'd like for you to join us in spurt.
Join us in spurt.
That's
so. In other words, we still want a gift from you and all that. So I would send back. I'm going to send a gift in spirit. My gift will be in spirit.
Yeah.
It won't be a literal gift. So they go to again that expense and all. Obviously, not much expense if it was misspelled, had misspellings on the invitation. But to send out something just to say we're not going to have you at the ceremony to celebrate with us, but we would like a gift so you could give in spirit.
What would you do in that scenario? After you got married, would then you send out a card to everybody like, hey, like, just so you know, we got married? Would that be appropriate? I don't know what's appropriate in that situation, because I would still, if they were friends, I'd want to get them a wedding gift. But this is just like to say, hey, we're having a ceremony and you're not invited. Well, that's kind of hurts my feelings.
Yeah, and if they're close enough to be on that they would be invited to your wedding, just send them an email. Just send out an email to people.
Maybe just so y'all
they
know.
don't want to hurt your feelings and make you think that you weren't thought about in our wedding.
Yeah, we just ran out and had a private ceremony, no big deal.
But is that going to be the new trend? Because it used to not be a thing to send out save the date cards, which I still think is useless. Save the date. And there's an invitation coming. And then this is the invitation, Yeah. But people sell those things. All right, we're going to get them to buy 2 sets of invitations, so to speak. Now they're going to have 3. They're going to have save the date for the people that they are inviting, the invitation to the small group of people, and then the cards, the non-invitations going out to people who would have been invited if you had a bigger wedding.
This is just for those who are joining us in spurt.
Yeah, join us in spurt. I don't like the spurt of the whole thing.
I don't either.
I think it's mean-spirited, to be honest with you.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And especially if you're sending out a lot. Like, you're not invited. You're not invited. No one's invited.
Not a single person is invited. You're all there in spurt.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So you know what? When September rolls around, I'm going to have a huge birthday party and nobody's going to be invited. And I'm going to send out non-invitations to everybody.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money. And it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
It's International Plastic Bag Free Day. Doesn't mean you get free plastic bags anywhere you go. They're just encouraging people to get rid of what they call single-use plastics. So, I'm still not a fan of bringing my own bags.
No.
I still don't like it.
I don't like that either.
I would much rather pay to have the plastic bag or pay for the tote bag that they sell there than bring my own dirt. And they're never nice looking bags that people bring in. They're the dirtiest looking bags ever.
I will never forget the first time I encountered that. I was in San Francisco. My son and I had gone into this drugstore, like a Walgreens or something in San Francisco. The guy said, "Did you bring your own bags or you?" And I was like,
"Bring my own bags."
And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Did you bring your own? Well, we charge for the bags." I was like, "Okay." And he just charging me 10 cents for the bag. I was so confused. And we were leaving, and I saw people coming in like, oh, they brought their own bags. Look at that.
Yeah.
How about that?
The most infuriating part is when they go, well, okay, we charge you for bags. How many would you like? It's like, well, I don't know. As many as it's going to take, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't want to carry the stuff in my arms.
By the way, one other note. Today is American Redneck Day.
American
July
redneck.
3rd is officially American Redneck Day.
Is that a redneck is a...
Well,
I mean, I know what a redneck is, but...
Well, originally, redneck was the hardest working of farmers because they were in the fields all day. Neck was red. The redder your neck, the harder you worked. Now it's kind of, it's taking a slightly different connotation.
Yeah, but today we get to celebrate it.
Today's American Redneck Day.
I'm down for that. Totally. Xbox is one of the top trending topics. Xbox Live services went down for a few hours yesterday, and you would have thought it was the apocalypse. I mean, the reactions online were crazy, and it's like, I don't know. To me, I love my Xbox. I play it on it all the time, but if I can't play online, it's not going to disrupt my day.
Yeah, formerly known as Twitter box.
And
That's true.
And what were their people like? What am I going to do now?
Oh my gosh, they were flooding on social media. Is this a problem on my end, or is this on it? It's like, I don't know. It's the middle of the day on a Tuesday. It's like, I don't know. Go find something else to do. It's summer. It's the beginning of July.
Go outside.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
Give it a shot. So, Xbox is also trending. There's a 12-year-old in Australia that is being searched for by rescue teams after the child was spotted being attacked by a crocodile and while swimming in the creek. So they launched a search team at about 5:30 yesterday. On the rise in 2024. Scary stuff, along with more shark sightings than ever, it seems. If you look on TikTok, it seems like every other video is more shark sightings in Florida, and they're just not swarms of them, packs of, what do you call a group of sharks? I don't know. Schools of sharks, I guess. There are so many shark sightings. I don't know.
And they have COVID this time.
The sharks have COVID?
Even worse, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
You get bitten by a shark and you get COVID at the same time.
It's double whammy.
Yeah.
Not
That's
fun.
a tough one.
I made that part up.
A bunch of sharks is called a shiver.
A shiver?
A shiver of sharks.
A shiver of sharks? A shiver of sharks.
Oh, well, that's something I'll never say no matter what. It just sounds stupid.
It sounds crazy.
Shiver of sharks.
Those are just a few things that are now trending.
This is going to sound weird, but there's something today that's huge. I don't really want to talk about it, but I feel like we need to. And so I'll mention it quickly and then we'll move on. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I can promise you this is not going to be depressing, but there's kind of an elephant in the room in my world today that I don't really like talking about, but it kind of needs to be because of something that's happening with the Ace and TJ show. Today is July 3rd. Which means today would have been my daughter's 25th birthday. Ooh, sorry, I thought I could get through this without getting upset about it. But anyway, the only reason I bring that up is because we have a charity named Peyton's Promise. Her name was Peyton. And we do a lot of work through Peyton's Promise. And it's a very important time of the year for Peyton's Promise. And I only bring it up today because it seems kind of fitting to mention it on what would have been her 25th birthday. That we have this charity and we do a lot of stuff that we're really, really proud of. And I'm really, really, really honored every time we talk about Peyton's Promise that TJ changed the name of the charity to Peyton's Promise in her honor after she passed away almost 4 years ago now. It'll be 4 years ago in 3 weeks. And so Wait. What year is this? 2024? It'll be 3 years in 3 weeks.
It's 2020.
Was it 2020? Yeah, it'll be 4 years. Okay, anyway, sorry. I got us off track there. But we do a lot of work with Peyton's Promise that we're super proud of. That includes breaking and entering Christmas that we do every year, where families who would not have a Christmas at all, these kids are provided with a dream Christmas, all because of your efforts of being involved with Peyton's Promise. The first quarter of the rest of your life, we gave somebody $10,000 that would change their lives and the lives of others. A lot of things that we do throughout the year that you may or may not know about. We just show them on our social media, but we built a ramp for a young lady who was 12 years old and who had a stroke last year. She was born from a mother that was a drug addict, and she's had a very tough life. She had a stroke and is now wheelchair bound. They needed a ramp. They couldn't afford to have this ramp put into their house. We helped a veteran who had a house just falling apart around him, but it had mold in the kitchen. It had to be cleaned and redone just to, help save him. And we were proud to be able to be involved with that. So many things like that happened throughout the course of the year. And just seemed fitting today to mention that if you would like to be involved in Peyton's Promise, there's so many ways to be involved, whether you're an individual, your family, your business wants to be involved. You can donate things for auctions that we do. You can donate your time to be a volunteer at our events. If you're a business, we would love to have you as a sponsor. We've got a big golf tournament coming up in November. We've got Breaking and Entering Christmas that we're beginning to put together now, that we always need sponsors because that costs tens of thousands of dollars to put together every single year.
My yacht needs new dinghies.
CJ's got needs. So PeytonsPromise.org to find out more. It's PAYTONS promise.org. You can also find it in all of our social media, but it's a really important thing for us. And this time of year is where we build for the end of the year. This is where we get our sponsors in line and in order for Breaking and Entering Christmas and for our golf tournament that raises tens of thousands of dollars for us every year. That's what helps fund us through the next year. So it's a huge undertaking. We would love to have you as a sponsor or as a volunteer. So again, PeytonsPromise.org. It's July 4th weekend. There is one thing that I think is key to every good party, but especially a July 4th party, and maybe we can kind of help each other put together the best one ever. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck, or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
It is 4th of July weekend. This is one of my favorite holidays of the entire year. Mainly because even like Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday because it's just about giving thanks for all the blessings that you have. But this is about being an American, just being grateful to be blessed to live in America. And the fact that even compared to Thanksgiving, there's just, you grill, but the cooking is not even as involved for July 4th as it is for Thanksgiving, which kind of lightens the load a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's just a celebration. You're outside, it's the summer, you're with friends, you're with family, you're having a great time, or at least you should be. But I saw this list, 20 songs about America for your 4th of July playlist. And this list sucks, to be quite honest with you. Okay, Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen is not, I repeat, it's a great song, but it's not a pro-America song. And I don't know why people haven't gotten that in the 40 years or whatever that it's been around.
Yeah, because he's not a pro-American person, so he wouldn't be singing a pro-American song.
Now, I get it. Spare me the messages, social media, whatever. Well, America's not perfect. Okay, it's not. It's never going to be perfect. But wouldn't you think if we're going to celebrate, it'd be like it's America's birthday. Wouldn't we want all of our playlist songs to be fun, hype songs about America?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't go to somebody's birthday party and play a song. I wouldn't go to TJ's birthday in September and write a song called TJ's Not That Great.
Yeah, roast him.
I just wouldn't do that. You don't do that. So on this list, it's like, This Is America by Childish Gambino.
No.
Not befitting of an American birthday celebration.
No.
Yeah, just because it says America doesn't mean it's fitting for 4th of July.
Exactly. So I was looking through the list. Like we've got "Living in America" by James Brown. I'll take it.
Yeah.
"Surfing USA" by the Beach Boys. "American Kid" by Kenny Chesney. Great one. What else could we put on a playlist? Like, give us some idea. Who's got ideas? Good songs that we could put on a playlist. Some type of American song. I was looking at a Spotify thing this morning, and they had songs like Travis Tritt, "It's a Great Day to Be Alive." Kinda. It's not really an American song.
No.
Are there other songs about America that you could go, if you had to come up with 10 songs for a playlist, you could come up with 10, fun or whatever, upbeat, at least pro-American songs?
"In America" by the Charlie Daniels Band.
Great one. Never did think that it ever would happen again. In America, did you?
You never did think we'd ever get together again. Well, we damn sure fooled you. Walking real proud and we're talking real loud again.
Great one. "In America" by Charlie Daniels Band. I would give you Toby Keith, "Courtesy, the Red, White, and Blue." You're going to find a lot of these lean country. "Party in the USA" by Miley Cyrus should be on that list. That's a fun. Hey, America's a fun place. Any Green Day song about America, leave off the list.
No.
Yeah.
So,
I would say that they are an anti-American group.
And I love Green Day.
but-
They have a right to say what they want. But "American Idiot" is not a pro-America song. Yet it's on this Billboard list of American songs. No, that's not about how cool America is, how great America is. So at the Ace TJ Show, we'll see if we can put together, we'll add a few more to our list here to try to make a great 4th of July American playlist.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So we're working on an American playlist. I just thought of one. American Woman.
Get away from me.
Whether the original by the Guess Who or
Lenny Kravitz.
I didn't know that was a cover.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz covered it for the Wayne's World movie. Not Wayne's World. What's the other Mike Myers? Austin Powers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that will be a good one. Trying to find some songs that are like pro-America, yay America. Because like I said, you wouldn't go to somebody's birthday party and perform a song. Like, I wouldn't go to TJ's birthday party and play a song called TJ Sucks. That would not be cool. You wouldn't do that. So what else might be out there? They do tend to lean heavy country songs, I think, in a lot of situations.
I would just play Toby Keith's song 10 times.
That would be your full All-American playlist?
I think so. It's the only one I want to hear.
What about a song like Jack and Diane? Would you put that on? It's a story of American, it's an American story.
Growing up in the heartland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
okay.
It's like, to me, that's a great American song.
We're an American band.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Grand Funk Railroad.
Grand Funk Railroad. That's a great one.
I'm trying to think of any.
ROCK in the USA always gets in there.
Great one. John Mellencamp. That's a great one.
If Jack and Diane is on there, wouldn't the Bon Jovi song that's similar be on there too?
Living on a Prayer?
Yeah.
No. It's just because I'm so sick of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, he was working on the docks for America.
let's see. What about
There's a Brad Paisley song called American Saturday Night. That's pretty good. That'd be a good example.
Yeah, but he sings on that one, so we don't want it.
Oh, you don't like Brad Paisley singing?
He can play the hell out of a guitar, but just don't sing.
Okay.
what about American Girl by Tom Petty? Is that a good one?
Yes.
American Girl.
She was an American girl raised on promises.
Yeah.
How did I forget that one? That's one of my
That's a good
favorite
one.
songs of all time.
Damn Hotel California.
Star Spangled Banner.
That's right. Hotel California is an American song with Lee Greenwood, God bless the USA.
Yeah.
There's one that that's a great song. I get it. But if I never had to hear God bless the USA again, I'd be like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
One time a year, Memorial Day weekend, Coca-Cola 600. That's the only time I really want to hear that song.
What about American Bad by Kid Rock?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a great one, TJ.
Yeah, that's really good.
I think we got.
I mean, for the ladies.
Right.
The ladies love that.
Yeah, but I was looking through this list. What about like any of those Beach Boys, like Surfing USA or something like that? Would you put that on there?
Yeah, like Kokomo.
Yeah. What about
Ace, what about You Can Still Rock in America?
Night Ranger?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's a great song.
I forgot about Night Ranger.
What about American Boy, Estelle and Kanye West? I don't remember it.
No.
No? Okay.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to see LA. That song was horrible.
Maybe not.
There's a great song by Saving Abel called Miss America that's really good. All you Saving Abel fans out there.
I like it, though. Riggins and Now Trending coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Hurricane Beryl is rolling through Jamaica. The Prime Minister of Jamaica did a press conference last night urging people to just be safe and hunker down wherever you are. But it is a Category 4 hurricane.
It's better than yesterday.
Yeah,
It was a Cat 5 yesterday.
Earlier than ever in the year for a Category 5, but it has been downgraded to a Category 4, although still very, very, very dangerous as it rolls through Jamaica. And a lot of people are on summer vacation down there. As Ace pointed out, there's a couple on TikTok that are documenting their entire stay there. They obviously chose to still go despite the, I guess if you're going to go, does a hurricane stop you from going?
Yes.
It would. I would have I'd give it a second look, no doubt about it.
She seems totally at peace. She's like, we're going to document the whole thing. I mean, it must be different if you're at a resort than if you just live there and you're protecting your home.
Hurricane doesn't care.
Yeah. No, I'm saying about attitudes. She seems totally kind of, I'm going to show the whole thing on my TikTok. I got a feeling that the residents of Jamaica are not like thrilled to get some content for their Instagram.
They've experienced it, so they have a better understanding of what's about to happen. She probably has never been through a hurricane, so things are about to change.
I think that's insane, what they're doing.
To stay?
Yeah.
I totally agree, but she seems totally fine about it. As we head into the 4th of July tomorrow, a lot of people are talking about taking Friday off. Some people still haven't decided, but a lot of discussion about the 4th of July. And Joey Chestnut, he's still talking about being banned from the Nathan's hot dog eating contest tomorrow because of his partnership with Impossible Foods. Nathan's, the sponsor of the hot dog eating contest, didn't like his association with Impossible Foods, but he pointed out, Impossible Foods, they don't even sell hot dogs. I don't know what their big, they got a bugaboo about it, but he said they've moved the football a couple of times about partnerships that he's done.
I think because Nathan's is working on a meatless weenie.
Yeah.
And so that they look at that as competition, even though the other ones don't sell weenies.
Yeah. They even sold Impossible Burgers at Nathan's restaurants or at Nathan's location. So he's kind of throwing up his hands going, I don't know.
I did not know that they didn't sell hot dogs.
No hot dogs.
That Nathan's, the Impossible company doesn't sell hot dog weenies.
Huh. He's like, what's your beef? I mean, I'm your guy.
No, they don't have a beef.
They don't have a beef.
Yeah, they don't sell
no
hot
beef.
dog weenies.
They ain't got a single hot
They
dog
got no
weenie.
beef.
No hamburger, cheeseburgers.
Exactly. And TJ said, we're done talking about basketball. This is baseball season. So here's a baseball story for you. The West Coast League team, the Portland Pickles, are the first baseball team to sell cannabis at their games. They're obviously in Portland, but they have a new partnership with Cycling Frog, where they're going to be selling weed, cannabis there. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So a lot of people are preparing their meals and stuff. I know Ace pointed out earlier that the 4th of July is great because even the cooking that you have to do is not as involved as it would be on a Christmas or
even somebody's birthday. It's hot dogs, it's hamburgers, it's easy. You're having a cold beer, you're hanging out with everybody while you're talking, and it's awesome. It's an awesome day.
It's pretty straightforward as far as the kitchen stuff. TJ, do you make a big spread on 4th of July?
Burgers, hot dogs. This year I'll do some barbecue bacon wrapped chicken tenders on the grill.
Barbecue bacon wrapped chicken tenders.
Homemade ranch.
Oh.
But I mean, again, that's easy. So yeah. And then probably a dip and a dessert, but it'll be no thing.
Well, if you're looking for an extra dip for your barbecued bacon wrapped chicken tenders, Heinz has you covered. They have a new product. This is it's called Every Sauce.
Oh, I saw that.
And it's exactly what it sounds like. They take 14 of their sauces that they already sell and combine it into one. So they've got an aioli, a smoky baconaise, sweet chili, something called saucy sauce, which is a combination of ketchup and mayo.
They're all mixed into one?
Yeah.
14.
No, that's too
Mayo racha, mayo must, which is mayo and mustard, truffle mayo, garlic and caramelized onion mayo, curry ketchup, pickle ketchup, smoky bacon ketchup, burger sauce, garlic sauce. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not for me.
It's a little overdone.
A little bit?
Yeah.
It might be. They might have gone too far on that.
Some of those have duplicate flavors in them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It sounds like a lot of mayo, quite honestly.
That's a lot of
Just a squirt of each one.
So maybe you might be into that. And then one other food item, I just thought I'd mention this. Panera, kind of known if you're with your coworkers and you're like, I don't want to do fast food again. I don't want something too heavy. Let's go to Panera. It always seems like a pretty good option, lighter fare. But they have a new breakfast sandwich that uses cinnamon rolls as buns.
Interesting.
That's right. You can get a sausage, egg, and cheese, but 2 full cinnamon rolls as the bottom and top bun. So kind of a takeoff on the McGriddle, but I don't think as well executed as the McGriddle.
You know what's happened? Along with people not knowing how to act in public and not having shame and all of that, people have lost their table manners.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can use cinnamon rolls as buns without getting it all over you and being a mess. Get some table manners, people.
Yeah.
But they're an American company.
No.
I don't know.
They're not?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
I can't say because it might sound conservative.
And
I get in trouble.
Buy from American food places on
That's
4th
Ace.
of July weekend.
That's Ace.
That's Ace.
I just thought of that. That's a new thing I'm going to do this week.
One more now.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, you know, Richard, people have credit card bills and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Went down the dark rabbit hole of competitive endurance tickling yesterday.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's craziness.
What?
Competitive endurance tickling is well, it started, it was highlighted in a documentary out a couple years ago that HBO did, that the HBO show put on television. And it was about a company that produces videos of tickling, and where guys, mostly guys, are tied down and they're tickled by other men. And when they approached the company about like asking more about this, like why are people into tickling? They were very upset, and they called they told the journalist that was doing the story, we're not engaging with any homosexual reporter. And he was like, what? Whoa! This content was made for gay men, I'm assuming. It is men tickling other men in various stages of undress. But they said 80% of their content is not not sexual at all. Mm-hmm. It is just for people that like watching other people be tickled.
So these guys are strapped to, I'm looking at it now, they're strapped to tables and tickled.
Tickled, I'm not ticklish. I know TJ's very ticklish. He hates it.
Torture.
But they're framing it as a sport. This is competitive endurance tickling.
Get out of here.
So what I did, I do have a table in my car and some belts, and we're going to do it coming up. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be tickled, but apparently the guys that were being tickled were paid handsomely, but now they have regrets that those videos are on the internet. But
honestly, that makes more sense to me, the tickling endurance thing, than people standing face to face and taking turns slapping each other as a sport.
That's stupider.
Oh, the slapping is way dumber to me. I can't even watch one slap. When I'm scrolling social media and I see one of them coming up, I'm like, I am not even wasting my time looking at this idiocy.
Would you rather get slapped by a stout Ukrainian woman or tickled by
tied down and tickled? Oh, I'm taking a slap any day.
The way they slap?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. Ring my bell rather than tickle me.
Because once you wake up, it's over.
Yeah.
Competitive tickling lasts a long time.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So everybody's heading into the July 4th weekend. I did not buy any fireworks. It was a staple in our household. We live in North Carolina, so my parents did not have bottle rockets and things like that. But a lot of our neighbors would go down to South Carolina where you could purchase those things, and we got that show with the bottle rockets, which are illegal. But we got that show, and then we had the standard grocery store fireworks box, and they all do the same thing. They emit showers of sparks. But we were thrilled with it. It was perfectly fine for what we needed. And it was our neighbor's birthday, and he would always get really wasted and come over and help my dad light fireworks. It was a lot of fun. But I still like fireworks. What's something that you get excited about now that did nothing for you as a kid? Like, to me, it's putting fresh sheets on. Sometimes now that I have my grill, I stand in that window and I just stare at this grill. I stare at it. Ferns, same thing. I'm like an old person staring through the windows all day.
Yeah. Grilled onions.
Onions. That's just a perfect example of becoming an adult. Finding out these are not horrible.
Right. And I still would never eat one raw.
Yeah.
But that if I know that I'm going to be having a burger and I'm going to grill onions to go on it, I'm like, oh, God, I can't wait to get into that.
That is a true sign of getting older, like finding an onion that you like to eat.
And telling my son, hey, are you sure? Just try it. You might like it. And I'm too young to eat onions.
He's still not there. He'll get there. So what's something that makes you happy or excited now that you're older that you didn't care about when you were younger? At the Ace TJ show, if you've got a great one. Alicia said, taking care of plants, I just can't get enough. I hated watering my mom's growing up as a chore because I never understood the appeal, but now I love watering the plants and cooking. That's a good one.
Christy said new windshield wipers.
That's a good one.
She just bought windshield wipers. Buy one, get one free. When you put them on, I get that. When you get new windshield wipers, it's like, the world just got clearer.
Yeah. And getting excited about buy one, get one free on anything, you're just like,
is that another one?
That's my whole day.
When I was still in good shape, I would get excited about dress clothes.
Really?
Yeah. And little boys never get excited about dress clothes. It's something you just dread having to wear.
Tie and pulling at your collar. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. So if you've got a great one, at the Ace TJ show.
This is the Ace and TJ show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.